They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to go undefeated. And they're probably about a coin flip right now to make it, but they really need these next 2 weeks to be wins.
Coller, Monday night's 12-10 loss to the Bears dropped the Vikings down to 6-6, seemingly taking them out of any chance of catching the Lions for the NFC North title and keeping them in the thick of a wildcard race with no less than 6 teams vying for those final 2 wildcard playoff spots in the NFC. So how much did these last 2 losses hurt their chances of making the playoffs this season? And is Justin Jefferson's return enough to bolster their chances of squeaking into the postseason?
Yeah, I think something to keep in mind here with losing that game and losing the big edge that they had over the other teams trying to chase them from behind, most specifically the Green Bay Packers and Los Angeles Rams, is that the Vikings are trying to do this with backup quarterbacks, or at least one backup quarterback. We're not sure if there's going to be a QB change, but these other teams, Matthew Stafford is a proven Super Bowl winning quarterback. Jordan Love, well, he has had his ups and downs so far this year, has made improvements, especially since the Green Bay Packers played against the Minnesota Vikings. He's really gotten it together, and people saw that on Thanksgiving. And even in Seattle, well, Geno Smith could be a wild ride as well. He is their starting quarterback and has been their starting quarterback now for 2 years. So the Vikings are at a disadvantage there. Their defense is playing well. The schedule does give them a couple of games against backup quarterbacks where they have a chance to get back in this race. The way I look at it is if they go 2 for 2 against the Raiders and the Bengals, then they probably only need to win one more game out of the 3 division games to end the season in order to get that number 7 spot. If they do not win these 2 games, then I think things become very dicey because it's no lock against the Packers. And certainly Detroit has proven, despite some of their bad games, their no-shows this year, they have proven to be a very strong team in the NFC. It will be a hard ride to do that without a starting quarterback. I memean, this team went through its ups and downs even when Kirk Cousins was playing throughout the years in these playoff races. And this is why it's so hard to start 0-3, because nothing can go wrong for you the rest of the way if you want to make the postseason. So that's how it's got to be. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to go undefeated. And they're probably about a coin flip right now to make it, but they really need these next 2 weeks to be wins. Otherwise, I think they will end up missing the playoffs.
That's been another Purple Insider Extra 4. Bring me the sports. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the Purple Insider podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Talk to you next time.